Yeah, the tiny one does well too and knocks the ball forward, but gee whiz, his second effort, the big bull, Jamie Wiss, tell you what, he's put in a great first half of footy here. Hence, that's why North Geelong lead by 14 points. But I'll tell you what, Robbie Law, a little bit quieter in that second term for the Bellpost Hill side, just kicks the ball forward. But again, the North Geelong defence stands firm. They go centre half forward now, looking there for Nolan, who's been a steady performer. Quick hand pass, that was good work there, was from Latini. Got up to a T-mark, goes short to, guess who? Robbie Law. Members side half back, just chips over the top. He's been good too, this bloke, Razmosky.
He has, Razmosky. I like him.
Yeah, played very well. Good link man. Goes inboard to Tiny. Hand pass over the top to guess who? Robert Law. Goes to centre half forward. Looking there for his teammate in front, Sid Muir. But again, plenty of defenders mopping up there for the Pies. Good work. Could have been Woodhouse. Lovely footy. And hits the big fella, Verasic, on the chest. Plays on, goes to centre half forward, looks there for Milne. He can't control it. Got good support though, the big fella. Fatasic overruns the ball, quickly picked up by Koshel. Wow. Snap at goal from 40 metres. I'll tell you what, he's popped it through, Grubby.
That all come from centre half back, Ronnie. That was fantastic play, and they look ready for business in this third quarter.
Yeah, it certainly was, and all set up there by Aidan Woodhouse, the 19 Guernsey at half back. Just got a bit of a pat on the back too from the runner. Good coaching from the Pies and Joey McDermott, ex-North Shore legend. Reserves coach will be very pleased with that youngster's effort at half back here this afternoon. Just pushes the margin out now, Grub.
Yeah, and this is what we always call, Ronnie, the premiership quarter, and that's what they're playing for here today. Big Bull Weiss up against Mortag. A bit of a size difference, but experience. But this time the big fella gets the tap out for Bellpost Hill. Up it goes. A good mark there, probably to Kirsch Cashel. He puts handball over, goes down towards North Geelong. Hesselwood, I think it is. He puts it to a man under pressure, and the Bellpost Hill defence will get away with this. They'll come out, but Nolan's in the van. It's punched away from him by Law. The ball rolls towards the boundary line, and the young fella from North Geelong just can't quite keep it in there. That boy, I think, was Perry, who's played a reasonably good first half. And the ball will roll over the boundary line and out of bounds. And the young boundary umpire, she's done a magnificent job, this girl, a very pretty young thing. Puts the ball back into play. The big fellow's too strong for Hesselwood as he gets it out, but Jervis almost picks it up. No one can get it. The umpire sees one over the shoulder. Might have been a little bit fortuitous. And North Geelong here will get a free kick. They'll go into attack here, although he's gone the short one to Nolan, who Nolan takes the mark. He stands like he's just out giving a kick with his son in the park. He wasn't really that interested in looking forward. He looks forward now. He's just going to roost it. He puts it up towards the centre half forward, full forward position. Up they go. Big Hesselwood gets a hand to it. Play on's the call. No one can get it out. It comes out the back. There's danger here, but the Bellpost Hill defence are right onto it. Oh, they overrun the ball, though, and a nice little kick out towards Hesselwood. Can't quite take the mark. Well spoilt. Ball's over. Going to go over the ground. It could have been out in the full, I think, and it was. It was out in the full off a Bellpost Hill boot. I think that boy may well have been Lentini. No, he's going to get the free kick. So it's come off a North Geelong boot. Lentini will take the free kick deep in the back pocket for Bellpost Hill. Really got to get it out of there quick, boys. As in he comes now, there's a plethora of players around here, and he's just going to kick it to a pack. He's hoping for the big bloke. No one can take the mark. Out it comes now towards Perry, I think it is. No, it might have been Woodhouse. No one can get it. Umpire, you've got to ball it up, son. There's not going to come out of there. And Brad Smith listens to that and comes in and says, give it to me, boys, and I'll bounce it. In he comes now. Brad Smith throws the ball up. Weiss and Mortag in ruck. Gives him a bit of a push. Says no. Umpire gets a nice little handball out. It comes out towards Washington. Washington goes down the wing. He's looking for Popovsky, I think it is. He picks up the ball now. No, he can't. Now he gets it. Right boot. He's looking for Rodriguez, but it's beautifully chipped in there by... Oh, what's that?
Anthony Wilson, I think you'll find.
I thought it was Kazachowski.
Wow. It was good work anyway from the Pies defence. The kick probably wasn't well weighted from Pobovsky on that occasion. Put Rodriguez under a bit of pressure, hence we'll have a bounce down. About 35 from goal. Punched forward, oh, it's dangerous now. Kelly's in front. Hotly pressed there by Martina. That was Nick. Kelly still working hard. Good support there by Woodhouse. Got it across to her teammate. Chips to the centre of the ground. Good fist on the footy again. That was good work there from young Matty Ellis. But again, Magpies mop up. Quickly clear out there. Good footy from Milne. Goes out wide to the big fella. Fantastic goes up looking for the big arms. Oh, Elsie nearly pulled it in. Recovered. Terrific footy.
Ooh.
Flying shot at goal from 40 metres, but he's just offline. Very strong work from Todd Elsley.
Out it comes already. Razmoski's been pretty good. Razmoski on the half-back flank. He'll go for a chip kick in towards the centre of the ground, centre half-back position. And it's a mark taken there by Bellpost Hill. Who's that, Ronnie? You picked him up better than me.
He's been terrific too. I think that player there is young Matty Ellis.
It was Matty Ellis.
Steady.
Puts it into the centre position.
Good work. Good fist on the footy. Yeah, over the top. Pavovsky. That was good footy.
Yeah, he's been good. He's been good. No one can pick it up. Razmoski's in there again like a little terrier. He follows it up. He gets a handball out. Ford overruns the ball, but they put their bodies in beautifully. That's magnificent play there by, that was Miller, was it?
Great play, yep, Miller it was.
Couldn't quite get it out though. The North Geelong defence is piling on top of him and the umpire's got to come in and bounce it once again, Ronnie Brain.
Yeah, good footy. Maggie's really defending well. Jervy's having a well-deserved spell. And that was Brent. Umpire forced to throw the ball in the air, just a half-forward flank, members side of the ground. Bellpost still into attack, but Kelly saves the day again for the Pies, but his kick dropped short. And Matty Ellis, the shimmy, plays on quickly. Good footy from the Panthers down Latini's throat. The laser beam goes bang up to the pocket. The high flyers. No one can catch it. Guess who? Rodriguez takes a bounce, goes bang from 30, and third for the afternoon.
Hasn't he been good?
Well, badly needed goal. It took them about 7.5 minutes off this third vital premiership quarter, and it moves the Bellpost Hill Panthers now to 7-3-45. They trail the North Geelong Magpies, who I believe are on 9-6-60. Scoreboard showing 59, and that is incorrect.
Geez, they needed that one. It's really put some life back into this. This is a good game of footy.
Yeah, it is. It's a great game of footy, Grub. And again, this time the big fellow East does well, but Robbie Law, I can't believe he's wearing two jumpers out there today. No. He's got a long sleeve jumper, 3 sizes too big for him, underneath his short sleeve jumper. Good work again. Nolan drives the ball up the half forward, back in the pack, nearly a nice mark, but again defence stands firm. Matty Ellis, the shimmy, does some good body work too off the footy to Nicky Martinu, goes up to centre wing, but again some good defensive pressure from the Pies, and punching the ball away from Washington, and DC being a pretty steady performer for the Panthers this afternoon. Ball back into play. Member side centre wing, kick off the ground. That was unfortunate there for the Pies. I think
the grandstand.
I think it's no, it's obviously off a Bellpost Hill boot, and it looks like Nick Kelly, the dashing half-back flanker for the North Geelong side. No, it's gone the other way now.
Razmoski, was it?
Razmoski. No one seems to.
Hang on, Damien McMaster's come in and said, no, Ronnie Brain is right, and it's going to go the other way. That's what he's going to say.
Yeah, well, I thought it did.
Well, it's not often you're wrong, as the great Brian Coughlin comes to the arena.
Magnificent. Just leave in, Brian. Ball now with Kelly. Goes short. That was good footy too. Finds Woodhouse at half-back. Went one way, then the other. Hand pass back to Kelly. Runs his full distance, then looks to the outer side of the ground. That was good footy to Karaxe. Karaxe goes over the top. Oh, went without the footy there on that occasion was Wilson. Back and plays from the whistle on play. Allows the Panthers to run forward. Law chips over the top. That's good unselfish football. And Aljo's Kazina goes bang and kicks his second for the afternoon. and a very handy 8th goal for the Belpost Hill Panthers at the 11-minute mark of this third vital premiership quarter. And I tell you what, Grubby, we have got a ball game.
We definitely have, Ronnie Brain. What a great game of football this grand final is. Many times about this time we've called it, it's all over and we start drinking soft drink. But
margin back to 9 points, Grub.
Well, that's what we want to see. That's what we want to see here in reserves grand finals in the Buckley's Cup. Back in the centre now. Umpire Bub, he'll throw it up. Big Bull Weiss has been fantastic all day. He wins it again against Ford. But the Belpost Hill players shark, and that's Law again, I think, and Law's quickly becoming one of the best players on the ground here at St Albans Oval.
Clearly. But
he couldn't get out of that time, and umpire says, give it back to me and I'll have another go. Throws it up. Same 2 blokes in ruck. Weiss wins it again. No one can pick it up. It was a tap down at the feet of his teammate, and the umpire's going to have to do the hat trick and do it again for a 3rd time. Here in the centre of the ground at St Albans Oval. 9-5 to 8-3. We've got a match on our hands as up it goes. Big Bull, Weiss and Ford. Weiss, too much strength, punches it out. Out it comes now. North Geelong are playing pretty good football as well as it comes out from, well, I don't know who that was.
Matty Ellis,
might have been Milne.
Great work, Ellis, and got it across to his teammate unselfishly. That was Bakulo. Got it across to the dashing big fellow in Ford. Goes bang to centre half forward. Oh! Bouncing footy. It spills to Whitney. Oh! Bang, bang. He's kicked his 2nd and a very handy 9th goal. And margin now, Grubby, back to 3 points.
Well, that's exactly the spark they needed. The big fella Weiss is winning in the ruck, but with blokes like Law at the foot of the pack sharking it out, they're probably nullifying his dominance at the moment here in the grand final.
Well, sadly, the big fellas from North Geelong, all their good work is being sharked by Robbie Law. You've got Jack Dozen, you've got Nicky Razmoski. The little blokes, the little brigade of the Panthers, well on top here this afternoon. And the clearances clearly show that. And the big fella Anthony Ford having a run on the ball now, giving the big fella in Nathan Morlag, Tiny, a spell. Loose ball now, sees it. Oh, held it without the footy from mine. Robbie Law
missed that.
Yep, no free kick forthcoming, and that's disappointing because he's been a ball player all day. They're trying to rough him up. Woodhouse now traps the footy for the Pies. Goes up there looking for Vitasic. Over the top, good pressure there from his opponent in Kelvin Shelley. And he's happy to see it over the line out of bounds. Left forward pocket about 40 metres now from the Magpies goal.
They just changed their structure a little bit in the centre. The 2 bald-headed fellas, Longstaff and Big Nolan's gone in to the foot of the pack there, and that really paid dividends for North Geelong at that precision time. And it comes now. Boundary throw in. It's a very low one. They'll have to throw that one in again, I reckon. Just come in a little bit, young fella. Or young lady, I can't see that far, but he has now. He's taken 2 or 3 steps in. This will be a better throw. You can bet your life on that. As up she goes. It is a better one, and it's with North Geelong win the tap out. But Belpost still continue to shark it as they come out. Good tackle from the North Geelong defence, and play on's the call. No prior opportunity. Comes out to, is it Longstaff or Nolan? I can't see from here, but he's put it up towards the goals, and it runs through for a point to the North Geelong side. They go to 9-6. Belpost Hill a 9-3 on the Buckley scoreboard, and Grossman will bring the ball back in. He sees a little chip pass in the centre of the ground, or the centre of the centre half forward position, and that would be, Ronnie?
Shimmy,
Ellis. Shimmy, I thought so, as he comes out now towards Washington. Washington was good early, faded a little, got on the right boot. He's got a bloke on his own here, and that's in the person of Martineau, they're playing this little chip game again, and he puts it over towards Lentini. Lentini's had a pretty good quarter. He's gone back towards his teammate in Washington again. Washington puts it up towards centre half forward. They've chip and gone long. The North Geelong defence is probably too strong at this stage as they clear it up towards Matty Jones. He's got a hard task there against a bigger opponent, but he tracks the ball again, picks it up. Oh, he's going to get hold of the ball for pulling it in here if he's not careful. No, he's not. Great decision, Macca, as he decides to bounce it on the wing position on the members' side of the ground at St Albans Oval. 9-7 to 9-3. Anybody's game as Macca throws the ball up. In they go. Big ball. Weiss gets a big thumping punch towards his forward zone. But no North Geelong player was there. It comes out now. It's been a throw. Deemed a throw. It was probably knocked out in the tackle of Britain. But Macca says it was thrown. He had prior opportunity. He never disposed of it by hand or by foot. And the resulting free kick will go to Kane Grossman, Ronnie Brain.
Yeah, they've been pretty good. Washington could be in a little bit of trouble. Just suggesting he's cramping up. And it looks like young Ash Whitney, who kicked that last goal, coming back on the ground. Chance now. Grossman, good footy. They used the ball so well. The lead there was from...
Reminiscent of their seniors a little.
Yep. That's 3 chips and then a long one. Over the top. Yeah, good running footy there was from... that was Kamosi. He wastes no time. Long ball up there to the high flyers. Back at the back. Great mark. And I think you'll find that could be Nick Martinu. Could be 50 metres for mine. Man handled. He's been quite a steady performer in this quarter.
He has.
For 40 Guernsey. Nick Martinu. Goes to the pocket. Over the top. They're looking for Rodriguez. Trapped the ball. Got a hand pass out. That was good unselfish football.
I'll tell you what.
Don't tell me that's Robbie Law.
Oh, no.
Robbie Law, mate. He's a freak. Robbie Law is a freak. That's got to be the goal of the year. But it was a point. Grubby, don't get too excited.
I said, oh no, because he missed the bloody thing. It was going to be the goal of the year, you idiot.
Well, they tried to convince the goal umpire, but sadly...
The crowd went mental down there.
Yeah, 17 minutes have gone to the third vital premiership quarter. We've got a ball game here, Buckley's Cup 2012 reserve grade grand final. Margin 3 points. Can the top of the table, Premiers home and away, North Geelong. Can they withstand the pressure from the Panthers? Loose ball now, out the centre wing, out of sight of the ground, and there goes that Nicky Martinu again. Picks up, kicks back into the corridor. Good footy, but there's plenty of Magpies there. Jonesy comes out under the pump. Good pressure there was from Carter. Loose ball, Carter back in again. Hand pass, a wild one. Over the top it goes. Cushell picks up for the Pies. Kicks to centre half forward. Elsie too strong.
Too strong.
And Elsie now takes the footy 50 metres out from goal. High ball. Looking there for the high flyers. Underneath the pack, Longstaff. In fact, it's Nolan. Too strong. And poor old Shimmy on that occasion. Ellis, well, couldn't take the footy. Ball just bounced straight back in the arms of Brent Nolan. And he waltzes in and kicks his second and a very handy 10th goal. Just give him a little bit of breathing space, Grub.
Well, it did. He was just too strong, too experienced, and I thought he'd mark it, but at least when he didn't mark it, he was always going to kick that goal, Nolan. He's been fantastic, actually, from the quarter time onwards.
Yeah, one of their better players, for sure. As we see coming off the ground there is Justin Kamosi. I think you'll find in a bit of trouble. Could be a groin, I think you'll find. Would be taking no further part in proceedings here this afternoon.
Doesn't look too good, does he?
19 minutes gone to the third vital premiership quarter. Margin back to, what have we got, 9 points. Bell now back into centre, again working hard. There was Longstaff, tries to burst through. But again, Nicky Martinu picks up at half-back. Goes out wide looking for Robbie Law. The ball sits nicely for him. Picks it up quickly, kicks out to half forward to the dashing teammate in Dozen. Under pressure. Good hand pass. Back inside to Law. Sold the dummy. Then steadies. Kicks up to half forward. Puts a bit of pressure there on Casina. And he can't control the footy. It's out of bounds. Out of sight half forward flank. Panthers into attack. 9 points the margin on the Buckley's Cup scoreboard. 19.5 minutes gone to the turn.
Half forward flank position for Bellpost Hill. They really need one to keep in touch at the moment. Out it comes now. It's a kick out of the pack, but beautiful tap on there from Bellpost Hill. A running shot for goal from about 40 metres out, and that's the goal we were talking about, Ronnie Brain.
City Muir.
A magnificent tap, though, by Whitney over to Muir, and Bellpost Hill quickly get the one back they needed, and we have got a game on our hands, Ronnie.
That's his second for the afternoon, mate, and, well, anybody's game of footy. Could there be an upset here this afternoon?
Well, I tell you what, it's shaping as there is one, but North Geelong are pretty steady as well. 10-4 to 10-7. 3 points in the third quarter here at St Albans Oval.
Bellpost Hill have kicked 4-1 for the term, 2 against 2-2. And 20-minute mark, only about 4 minutes remaining of this third vital premiership quarter. Anybody's game of footy.
Up it goes now. Big Ford and Weiss in ruck. Oh, no one wins the tap out. They interfere with each other, but Belpo still almost come out. Razmoski's been terrific. Gives it over to Law, who's been even better. Puts it up towards the half-forward flank, and it goes to Baseley. Baseley gets a handball out, but the North Geelong fence are out in droves here, and they put it out towards, I think it might be Matty Jones. He gets a little bit of a push, and the ball rolls over and out of bounds in front of them all. The umpire says, give it to me. And I'll throw it in on the wing half-forward position, just favouring the North Geelong goal here at the moment. A few little bumps and that going on. It wouldn't go to Big Hesselwood. He's as big as Abdul the Butcher. As he taps it down, Matty Jones cops one high. Umpire says he didn't. Now he tries to get it out. He probably hands it out, but umpire's eventually is going to have to say, give it to me. And I'll ball it up again, still on the wing possession, maybe just favouring North Geelong end. As up it goes, Hesselwoods gets held onto by Ford, but he gets it away. Comes over to Martin, who he can't pick it up. It's now picked up by Lentini. Lentini, oh, he's give that little fella a big hard task, and he's not up to it at that stage. He's too little. Out it comes now. Oh, it's a good game of football. It's been kicked out. A beautiful play, but it's a high tackle. They've called advantage, and it goes out to McKnight. He's taken the long sleeves off and given it to Jervis. Jervis looks for Elsie, and it goes over his head. And the old Bellpost Hill defence are back in it again as it goes to Big Muir. Big Muir looks for Ford. Comes out to Razmoski. He's played a ripping game, and he puts it up towards the half forward. Oh! Lucky that wasn't a bucket of shit. It would have splattered all over him. And it comes out to Martinu. Puts it up towards the forward pocket, and Rodriguez takes a magnificent mark.
Well, I don't know about the Scheissenhausen, but I tell you what, Rodriguez, he's got a real chance here. He's kicked 3 goals too this afternoon.
Oh, he's been fantastic.
Kegsy has been in everything.
Tell the bloke about the 3 jabs last night.
Now, he's probably 45 out, 45-degree angle. Lovely looking kick off the boot. It floats, it floats. I think you'll find he's popped it through. Great goal. That's his 4th. Well,
and then I went back on the third.
Bellpost Hill, 22.5-minute mark have hit the front here in the grand final. 11-4, superb kicking. 70 to 10-7, 67 North Geelong. 3 points to margin. Panthers in front for the first time.
And they're just playing a little bit better, Ronnie, aren't they?
It's all coming out of the middle, boys. This time, Nolan, who's been pretty good for North. Hand pass, wild one over the top. This Martinu, he's worked it out. He's coming across half-back many times and saved the Panthers. Tap on Robbie Law. That's got to be 50. And about time, too.
Down the ground.
Cop and everything. And he's clearly my BAG. I'm sorry to let the cat out of the bag, brother, but he's absolutely killed them there this afternoon.
Unfortunately, they asked me to give the vote, so what you say doesn't count.
City Muir, again, still nothing's changed. As we can see now, Woodhouse working hard at half-back, but Razmoski, he's pushing for this award too, don't you worry. The little 65 Baldy, I tell you what, 64 in fact. But it doesn't stop him all afternoon. He's back in there again. Third effort was terrific. Woodhouse, though, does well for the Pies. Hand pass to Hesselwood. No point crying. He's a big sook. And play's allowed to continue. And Hesselwood looking for a bit of a free kick there. Umpire said, grow up, you sook. And we'll have another boundary throw in. Well, it's a grand final. You're going to cop a couple of those throughout the afternoon.
I'm not having a go at him. He's too big for me. Don't you worry about that.
The harder they fall, son. Don't you worry about that. Chance now for the boundary umpire to get his face on tally. And he gets the comb out too and just puts all the hair back in place.
I'll tell you what, that coffee's working on you. You've finally tripped right in, haven't you?
Yeah,
well, what do you got in that coffee?
It's the premiership quarter.
What do you got in that coffee?
Potent.
Johnny
Ball back
Walker.
into play. Can he just find someone? He goes backwards. Good unselfish footy. Could have been Miller on that occasion. Goes out wide.
That's Mitch Miller, isn't it?
Yeah, Mitch.
I was going to say where's his orchestra until I worked out it was Glenn Miller.
Well, that looks like Martino again, you know, that 40 Guernsey. He's had a fair bit of it. Guess went right through the legs of Robbie Law. He'd be pretty well knackered for mine, as we see now. Just stripping at the crucial time, the big fella in Morlag. And now, the Pies mop up. Had a bounce, did Milne. Kicks long to half forward. Oh, good work.
Oh, they read it beautifully, didn't he?
Kormoski. How this bloke's back on the ground. He tore a groin about 10 minutes ago.
Kormoski now puts it up towards the half-forward flank wing area. Belpost almost takes the mark, and he has taken the mark. Might be Razumovsky, I think, but the siren has gone to end that delivery. And at three-quarter time, in probably one of the best grand finals we've seen in reserves football for a long, long time, North Geelong 11-4-70. They trail, North Geelong 10-7-67. They trail Belpost still 11-4-70. Why is North Geelong on the bottom of the scoreboard?
Just to confuse you, Grubby.
Well,
and
they've
they've
done a bloody good job
all day.
Well, the reason why, mate, because Belpost...
We'll be back.
We'll
With
change
the
it
action
later.
of this great grand final. Could be an upset on the cards. Three-quarter time, margin 3 points. Belpost still Panthers enjoying that lead. Back with the action.